Here we are. So, look at this. Not seen this for a while. I reckon it's about 2 years since I've had this out and about. So I never got on with it because of the slipper clutch. And a pal of mine got into RC, so I let him have this one. And before I give it to him, I fitted, because I didn't want him to go through the hell of the slipper clutch. So I fitted, which you won't be able to see, but I fitted a Arrma middle diff for him. And as it's turned out, his little boy, I think, has lost a bit of interest, so he just said have it back. So I've had it back, but before I give it to him, I put the 2 point, because this is the original V2, so this one had a slipper clutch. So before I give it to him, using Simon Bryler RC, SBRC, who's a mega bloke, great guy, I put on the new arms, I put on the new, if you can see, the new covers, the new protectors. So it's got the new arms, it's got the new protectors, it's got the middle diff, it's got CRCU centre chassis. That's from when I originally had it. CRCU, it's got CRCU, whatever they are, Diff outdrives. I don't know what you call them things, but those things, the back aren't. They used to be, but they never really worked that well. So I fitted the upgrade 2.5 ones with the covers on, and they've been fine. So yeah, so I never got on with the slipper clutch with it, never ever. So, but this is a great car. I remember it being brilliant, but just hated that slipper clutch. Could never get it right. So and then so when my mate wanted one, and I let him have this, I didn't want him to go through the hell of that slipper, so I fitted the middle diff, and he's loved it. He's really loved it, as Jason. I've also fitted the new since he's given it me back, I've done a bit to it. I've fitted the servo out of the new 2.5 version, and I've also fitted the new sides, the new, I don't know what you call them, like the chassis guards, the mud flaps, like the inner guards, which are massive compared to the old ones. So it's got the much bigger, again, I don't know if you can see, I fitted, they're straight fit, all this stuff just fits straight on. What I've done there. Yeah, all this stuff just is a straight fit. I might be able to show you now, since I've successfully broke the lost the pin. Ugh. I don't miss these things. Oh shit, I broke that off, look. Broke the little thing off the little cap. Anyway, you can see under there, look, so I've got the CRCU, a couple of rocket fans, because it used to get red hot. New straps, the new arms with the protect, with these built in, quite cool. Yeah, and those big new guards. So yeah. So first thing I've managed to break is the body post clip. Sure, they just clip on those plastic things. So most of my trucks recently have had been whatchamaflippers, haven't they? Clipless. So I'm not used to this. So I did bring some spares, look. For this very reason. Hopefully I won't lose them. One thing these do, I always struggled with these was the stones carving the middle drive shaft up. So I got to the point where I was using aluminium centre drives, but then I could never get them to fit this. I remember doing this for my mate, and I couldn't get aluminium ones to fit this new, because with the middle diff it's a smaller drive shaft, and I couldn't find them on eBay, so I have to cut them, which is a pain in the arse with a Dremel. That seems to be the only way to get them to fit. So I've got 20 million weight in the middle with a bit of gunk, whatever was in there before. I think it's 500,000. I think it's 500,000 from factory. But I've just put some Traxxas 20 million in to lock it up as much as I can, which is probably still nowhere near as tight as a slipper clutch is. Slipper clutches are practically locked, you know, so even with 20 mil in, you still got a nice bit of play. Steering's abysmal, always was and always is. Took the sway bars off the front so it steers a bit more. You just basically have to brake and turn to get it to dig in, look. Then you're all right. Pretty cool. I remember when I first got this, I'd got an MT8, and it was a bit of an anticlimax when I got this, because I'd had 3S ones, you know, Vortex and stuff, and they were mega, and I got the MT8, which is a monster on 6S. I can't, if you've never had one, I mean, they're a bit fragile. They take a bit of getting right, but once you've got them right, they're a mega little stunt truck. And then to get this, it was a bit of an anticlimax really, because it's obviously not as fast as an MT8. It doesn't handle as well as an MT8, and with a slipper clutch it was more annoying than an MT8. So I remember just being underwhelmed. Because by that point I think I just about got the MT8 to not brake every 2 seconds. So it wasn't like I was comparing an out-the-box MT8. An out-of-the-box MT8 would just disintegrate if it looked at this ramp. But a beefed-up MT8 is a different kettle of fish. So yeah, I was comparing it with like an MT8, which I'd probably spent hundreds of pounds on, and it was just a bit lame really compared. But obviously it was tough, you know, things don't really break on these, you know, they're all right. You're doing silly things like this and they're not really breaking. So I suppose I probably didn't give it a fair shout really back then, because I was comparing it with a big 6S rig that I'd worked a lot on. Steering's tight to the right, abysmal to the left for some reason. You see, So it cuts to the right. And the other thing was with the slipper clutches, every time I took it out, the slipper clutch would give up, and that would be the end of my day. So I just ended up falling out of love with it. But now it's back, and now it's got a nice diff. It's great, isn't it? It's had some nasty crashes so far as well. They are tough, these things, tough as old boots. I wouldn't go more than 4S with it, and I wouldn't bother really speeding this thing up anymore, and I wouldn't bother adding too much weight. I think they're about at the point where for this plastic chassis, this kind of 3S, because really all it is a kind of a 3S Arrma with a little bit of stuff going on. I think you kind of are where you are with this. If you want to do this sort of stuff with it, probably don't put too much weight on it. That was one of the reasons I took the CRCU, which is really lightweight, but I have got a full CRCU chassis brace. And I've took that off just to make it lighter, because you know, I just think that this plastic modular chassis, this kind of system, is probably about at its maximum point in these. Don't really want to be doing too much to make them more heavy, if you can help it. Can't line it up. Steering's gone abysmal. Got nothing to the left. And it's tracking awfully. That's better. But it's doubles for days, isn't it, this? Stock engine. It's not the new ESC. It's the original V2 ESC. Not the new beefed up one. Apparently the new ones, like the stealthy ones, have got a bit more go. Well, this is just the original one, original motor. The only electrics it's got out, the newer one, is the servo. It's got the new servo out, the new one, but. And I've kept my upgraded, one of my videos from about 2 years ago, I put a new servo saver in. And I've kept that. I want to get hold of the new 25 tooth servo saver out of the 2.5, but I've not been able to find one of them yet, but I will do, because I think that's been upgraded as well. I'd like to see if that's a bit better. This one I've got in is a fast Traxxas one that I had to like bodge around. So that might be why I'm not quite getting full articulation. I did set the end points before I come out. So it's fine that way, look. It's not doing anything that way. I mean, there could be a stone in there, but I'm too lazy to check. I don't want to interrupt the flow of this awesome video. Well, the guards are doing well, because normally by now a stone would have cut my drive shaft in half. And it hasn't. These doubles, by the way, are absolutely full pin. There is no look at that, look, the tracking. That's not me steering, that's the tracking to the left. If you boot it, you absolutely lose all steering. Good fun though. All stock suspension. Loads of travel on these. The rear suspension's incredible. It really is. The articulation up and down on these is really, really good. Again, that was full pin. Quite fancy putting the new ESC in out of the newer one. See what that's like, you know, with the supposedly a bit more go. I imagine you can pick them up quite cheap. Oh yeah, little bugger. Front and rear diffs on these are metal. That was one of the upgrades. One of the upgrades on the 4s over the 3S's. They put metal diffs in them. But I know Chris has just got a 4S Creighton out the box. I'm not sure if his is the new one or the old one, as in if it's the 2 or the 2.5. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure what he's got. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's got a 2 or a 2.5 Creighton. This also, by the way, is the original body. See, it's got my Snore IRC stickers on. So this is an original body, which says a lot about these bodies, doesn't it? These Arrma bodies. Slightly modified Typhon rear spoiler, you may notice, but does the job. But yeah, mega. But yeah, really strong body that. You know, that's like 2-year-old body that I've got through about 5 clipless max ones in the same time. And I mean, I know I haven't driven this as much, obviously, under my ownership. But I would say these Arrma bodies are pretty good. And it's probably because they haven't got all the excessive plastic attached to them that the clipless ones have to have. All that hard plastic stuff fixed to the flexible plastic just seems to crack. Like in the Notorious, the X Max and the Max, it's that interface between the, great word, it's that interface. It's all about the interface. It's the interface between the hard plastic clip and the soft plastic or flexible plastic shell. It's where the issues seem to occur, I found. Whereas if you just use clips like this, like, you know, pins, it seems to share that point over the 4 little areas and you don't seem to get as many problems. Flies well, doesn't it? Well, I'm enjoying this. It's quick, isn't it? So much better with the middle diff. I've done this to the granite as well. a little Granite 3S with the proper ESC and receiver in, and I stuck the middle diff system in that. So if you have got one of these older 3S, 4S models and you fucking hate your slipper clutch like I did, stick one of these in. It's like a new car. And I think we're done. It's gone all soft on me, so to speak. Right, let's have a look. Oh, I'm going to take the camera off to try and better show you what's going on. So body's giving up the ghost, but you know, fair enough. Probably old age. I did fix some protectors to it, look. They've helped, I think, over its life. So let's have a look what's going on underneath. Yeah, that's the problem with these clips, isn't it? I suppose the lesser of two evils. Should really just bring some pliers with me. Then again, I don't even bring a screwdriver, so chance of bringing pliers is minimal. Fan's noisy. ESC's broke off. There we go, look. First issue. Let's kill the motor's red hot. Despite the two rocket fans doing the stuff. But everything else, these high guards. Let's have a look if there's any crap under the bought these new clips as well off the 2.5, these battery strap things. No, it's alright, look. So these guards, these are so much bigger. Turn it off. These guards, these things, are so much bigger than the stock ones. The stock ones finish about there for a start, so these go round further, and they're loads taller. They really are a good upgrade for what they cost, which wasn't a lot. They're a really mega thing, but yeah, back there's no stone, so that's done all right. Gearbox case looks okay. It's all dead warm. That's been a good run out for it. Yeah, that motor's red hot. So's the ESC. That's just got the standard fan on it. I don't know if you can see the servo, which is the under there, look. So that's the new servo, I think. Can't actually see what it is. Spectrum, something or other, but it's the smoky black one. Yeah, ace that. Ran this massive. Oh, look at my battery! Holy shit! That's not good, is it? Broke my battery. It's a really good battery as well, that. What have I done? Just split the housing. Well, that doesn't look good, does it? This is my big one as well. I use this on the X-Max. What I've done to that? Oh, there we go, look. There's the innards. The innards are alright. And is this likely to kill me? No, it feels alright. I've never seen that before. Perhaps I should unplug it. Here we go. Yeah, I've never seen that. I don't think they've swollen. wonder if I can just sellotape it all back together. Possibly. Yeah. Maybe. Bloody nuisance. Yeah, I'll have to have a look at that. I don't know, is it worth repairing, or what do you do in these situations where your battery's split wide open? How weird. How very strange. Anyway, yeah, good that. Good run. Time to go home. Hopefully it'll still work if I turn it on to drive me back to the car, because I've got to carry that ramp, which is heavy. There we go. Didn't see a soul. School holidays as well. That's a nice dog. German pointer, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Waterproof shoes. It's raining where I live, but not here. So yeah, that was good, that, wasn't it? Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.